Hello, my fellow Ghoul Renegade, and welcome back to a brand new video of Ghoulish Reacts. And today we are back with the animatronic infested burger world of the Walten Files. I don't know. I tried to come up with a really good intro for this, but I failed miserably. But anyway, we are reacting to a wonderful surprise. Martin Walls, the creator of the Walten Files, released a mini-sode called Spectacle this week in anticipation for the Walten Files 4 that's coming out soon. Martin's still saying that the Walten Files 4 is taken a little bit longer than expected to create, but that it should be out very soon, hopefully. So he released this mini episode to kind of satiate the fans' hunger, essentially, because we haven't heard nothing about the Walten Files in a very long time. The only thing that we've heard is that Martin was making the Walten Files 4, and it's been in development heck, so to speak. And now it's about to come to fruition. So, without further ado, let's keep it short, sweet, to the point, and let's get into this. Local 57. Okay.
Thank you, Mervyn. This is Christine Marshall reporting to Eyewitness at 9.
Okay.
Now, what you're looking at originated as a small, run-down mom-and-pop business. If you're among the small Brighton community, you may have heard of Bond's Burgers, a well-known...
Wow. This news reporter, she just insulted everybody watching the news. If you're a part of the small brain community, meaning if you're a stupid person, then you've probably never heard of this restaurant. Because why would you? Because you're stupid. Wow, that's an insult to like the highest degree. But funny nonetheless.
Entertainment center that in fact hosted birthday parties and events in this very building. Now, if you know about this place, you also probably know about the infamous reasons its run was so short-lived. 4 months ago, around the summertime, this place opened its doors to the public for the first time, and less than a month later, it would shut its doors to the public permanently. But...
Less than a month later, okay. So it was pretty much in the main series, from what I do remember about it as of this moment, the bits and pieces are still kind of lost, but in the main series, Bond's Burgers opened, and then it just shut down, closed, with no explanation. But later in the series, we actually find out there was a couple of reasons due to these shutdowns, because of the many different people missing persons cases that happened around the establishment. 2 of these being very important, I feel, to the reason why Bond's Burgers shut down, and also because of weird noises being heard inside the restaurant for people who lived around the restaurant in the town of Brighton. So 2 of these main reasons was a technician who worked for the Bond's Burgers establishment known as Susan Woodings. She later goes on and dies and possesses Banny, the purple rabbit. And then also the wife of Jack Walton, one of the owners of Bond's Burgers, Rosemary Walton, she ends up dying and possessing the animatronic of Shaw. Now, I'm pretty sure that the way that this is all lined out, this is the one event that we actually never got to see in the main series, but now, of course, Martin is showing us this now. So, assuming that we're going to be seeing more of the past in the Walten Files 4 rather than the current present with Sophie Walton, the daughter of Rosemary and Jack. I wonder if we're going to see any of Sophie in the Walten Files 4, actually, now that I think about it, because Sophie found out who her family was and what happened to her brother and sister, Eddie and Molly, at the end of the series. So I wonder if we're going to see more of Sophie in the Walten Files 4. I don't know. But that's something interesting to certainly think about. So I'm assuming what this newscast woman is going to bring up as of this moment is the mention of Rosemary Walton going missing, because I believe that is one of the pivotal points of Bond's Burgers shutting down, other than the technician Susan Woodings also going missing around this kind of the same time.
Why? And how? Let's find out.
Okay.
My kid went there a few months ago to celebrate his birthday party.
Hold on, let me go back. Let's find out. Okay. Opening June 28, 1974, 8262 Cross Street, Brighton, Michigan. Okay, come join the party. Okay, yeah, I forget that Brighton takes place in Michigan, and the Mandela Catalog takes place in Wisconsin. Ow. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. Ow. I hit it again. Okay, sorry. I just gotta not use this hand. Scratch my face. Okay.
My kid went there a few months ago to celebrate his birthday party.
Footage courtesy of LBB distribution. What's that bottom part say? Let me turn off the subtitles again. Come on, move. Okay. Oh, okay. It's just okay. It's just the thing.
I remember only a few months later, all those rumors would appear. Oh, don't go there. Oh, it's haunted. But frankly, I never believed in those stuff myself. I just think it was a neat place. But hey, everyone can believe what they want, I guess.
As we interview the people around town, one thing becomes more and more evident. Barnsburgers supposedly held a lot of secrets. As soon as this little burger joint opened its doors, a strange and disturbing chain of disappearances began to unravel.
Yeah.
All linked to one specific pattern. Its parent company, Bunny Smells Incorporated.
6 total missing reports filed around the summer, all equally stressful and intriguing. I believe it reached a breaking point when Jack Walten, the co-founder, was declared missing. He must have come to that place at least 10 times in those 2 weeks alone. Then 3 more missing reports about missing employees. I disapprove, however, the spectacle you people have been making about real disappearances.
Oh.
No, it's disheartening, and I don't wish to comment on anything else.
Okay. Wow. So this dude is a Brighton police chief. I can't see his name past the subtitles. Hold on, let me check. I hate that I have to wait for that. Derek Collins. So he's basically telling the news to to go away, and he doesn't like how they're making a spectacle of real disappearances. So as we know from the main series, Jack Walten, co-founder of Bunny Smiles Incorporated, along with Felix Kranken, the other co-founder, the main founder. A lot of people assumed in the main series that Jack was the one who came up with the idea of Bunny Smiles, but it was actually Felix, which you don't find that out until the very end. Oh, wait, no, sorry, it was the other way around. Yeah, okay, so it was Jack and Felix that founded Bunny Smiles Incorporated together. I think Jack came up with the idea for it, and then Felix kind of jumped in, becoming a co-founder. But anyway, Jack Walten was the first one to go missing, and then every other disappearance afterwards happened after his disappearance. And they never found Jack. That was something that was never explained at the end of the original series. Jack was never found, although it's widely speculated and I guess assumed that Jack possesses the Bond animatronic, but we don't have no proof of that. As of right now, I say there's no hard, concrete evidence of that. But I kind of like this Derek Collins dude. I like how he's like telling the news that like, hey bro, you shouldn't be exploiting this just for a story. It happened. It's sad that it happened, but just don't exploit other people's lives and families. I agree with that. You know, I think sometimes the news is sometimes a little bit too pushy, and they kind of just expose stuff for no reason. They exploit people. They do. Even if it doesn't seem like prevalent at the time, they do. Sometimes certain stories that certain news companies do, they do it solely just to exploit people, and they don't care. They're just there for the money, and that's it. It doesn't matter if it affects the families or the lives afterwards. Sometimes it can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing. But I like this dude's perspective. It's admirable.
Soon the urban legends would originate. Ghost stories about missing employees, presumed dead, haunting the establishment. Soon all sorts of reports would appear. Loud music being played late in the night, way past the restaurant's closing time. Car alarms and lights being kept on around midnight, confusing many people nearby and causing them to keep a close eye on the place. However, it all culminated on the night of July 19th. As witnesses state, there were blood-curdling screams of an adult woman heard around 2 to 3 a.m. Once the police arrived and broke into the restaurant, no one was inside. A few days later, the place shut down due to budget reasons, allegedly, at least. But the urban stories say much different. It's suspected that those screams belonged to one Rosemary Walten, a woman that disappeared earlier that same day, never to be found.
Yeah.
After some time, the building has been deemed condemned. Nobody really seems interested in using this space as the jarring stories and theories are believed to drive people away. Only break-ins and vandalizing occur inside this defunct building. Though these theories still remain, that those disappearances still taunt the aura of this very place, and whatever the truth may be, the disturbing presence of Bond's Burgers has...
Oh, it distorted. Oh. Oh! It's Rosemary. It's Jack's wife. She was still screaming for help inside the restaurant. So she didn't die just yet. Oh, that is creepy. I'm still here. Huh. Oh boy. And there's no music. Wow. Well, that was certainly a way to end it. Wow. That was... Whew. That was creepy. Anyway, guys, that was the Walten Files minisode Spectacle. Yeah, that one was pretty interesting, and I like that we kind of got to see a news report of explaining some of the events that we already knew, whilst kind of recapping how Rosemary Walten went missing, or their speculation of how she went missing. And that's pretty much it. In a way, they were pretty much spot on. She went to the restaurant actually looking, for those of us who've watched the original series, a lot of us are going to know that she went to the restaurant that night actually looking for her husband, Jack Walten, assuming that he would be there. But he wasn't at all, and instead she met a very terrible fate, ended up dying and being possessed by Shaw. I think she got killed by Bond. Yeah, that's right. She did get killed by Bond, and then she ends up possessing Shaw. Bond was the one who shoved her into Shaw, actually, because in the main series we see Bond picking up the pieces of her and putting it in the animatronic of Shaw. So, yeah, instead of finding Jack, she ended up finding a new body instead, a new grave, essentially. But yeah, that was the Walten Files Spectacle. Honestly enjoyed it, thought it was pretty good. And unfortunately, guys, that is all the time we have today for this video, so please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for when I upload new videos, and make sure to follow my social media links down in the description below. Join the Ghoul Renegade, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!